Now, as we get closer to May 21st, I will most definitely be giving you some kind of throwbacks and thoughts and memories of Sega heroes. But until then, I'm going to entertain you with the content that we're getting thrown at us. And today it is Dimensional Demise. So hit the thumbs up button and let's get into it. So here we are all locked in with our hero passes to the max. We have the latest character to join Sega Heroes, which is Sejima, however you want to pronounce it. This video has either gone up before or after the character overview, I really haven't decided. All this news has kind of disrupted the timeline of my videos, but nevertheless, we are here, we are rocking it, we are live, and we are going to be having some fun with Sega Heroes. So, we have the Dimensional Demise. We can win some gems, which means we can go crazy right now, and I hope you guys will join me until May 21st and just enjoy what this game has to offer before it closes its doors. So let's go over to it. We can see that we have an amped hero with Sejima. I don't know how, I forgot how I pronounced it in the video. I just recorded it, but the top rewards are 500,000 gems, 500,000 gems. Imagine what you could do with that. That's absolutely crazy. But here we go. This is the stage as it is. We can just see this is just absolutely chocked full of things here. So we're going to just roll through it, reminisce. We're going to roll some teams. I think we're going to have to go all the way back to the beginning. I think we're going to have to just go with Amy. We're going to have to go with Cream. We're going to have to go with Sonic. And we're going to have to go with Knuckles. We are taking it back. They're not the most powered characters right now, but that will probably certainly change as we proceed through. So let's go into it. Here we go. Let's take auto off and let's have some fun. Now, it really does kind of suck that the game is ending. I can understand why it is from a business perspective, but I don't really want to go into detail with that. I just kind of want to remember the game of what it is. I don't want to kind of say, this is absolute madness. I just want to kind of bring the community together like I've done in every single Sega Heroes video I've done past, and just have a great time. And there we go. The Sonic sets did it. They did it, and we are absolutely raking in the shards and energy right there. I was going to show you that. I was impressed. I was going to show you the screen, but you guys can see the screen capture, so it doesn't matter. So we are now going to go in with, and you're probably correcting me right now saying, Jen, you used Cream instead of Tails. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring Tails in. We're going to show him some love. We're going to bring in Rouge the Bat. We're going to go over to Big the Cat. I've not used Big since like the beginning of the game. And we're going to throw in Shadow there. All hail Shadow. Sonic Team 2. It isn't the real Sonic Team 2, but I made the mistake of taking Cream to the first battle. But maybe that's for the best. But we're going to absolutely plow through it. I think we can redo these stages, which is nice. I think a great thing that we can do now, because we have access to everything, is really kind of mess with these teams and see what the full potential of everything is. So if you have found a team that works together really well with the characters you have, let me know in the comment section below. We'll do a video. The playground's still around. We can have a bit of a play and a mess around. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So there we go, some more shards in the bag there. Look at that, just absolutely smashing it. And we can redo it if we want. If there's a certain node that we want to max out, we can do that. So we're going to go over here and get some more goodies. So what was next? I think we're going to go with Golden Axe. So we're going to go with Axe Battlor. We're going to go with Death Adder. We're going to go for Gilius Thunderhead, a great tank that helped me out at the beginning of the game when I was figuring out like critical and healing and all that la-di-da. And we have Tyra's Flare. Not the number one bay, but she's kind of up there. We'll see. I'll get to my true opinions as we progress with the girls of the game. So this should be pretty easy again. It should be Really good. I think we got Reminiscing playing in the background, which is nice. And that was just a one round. One round, that's all we had. And what are the prizes of this? So, it's still generous prizes. Even if you don't do anything, you're still getting 7,000 gems. And milestones, it's all about gems. And your dailies are going to be giving you 100 gems a piece as well. So make sure you do your dailies. Get as many gems as you want, and we'll all have a mega chest opening together, I think. I think that's probably the plan. So let's progress. We can go in again and get some more spirit stones if needs be. But I know the one character that I am going to max out when the time comes. But now we are going to go over to the Streets of Rage and take Adam, Axel, Mr. X. Did we ever free him? Did he ever get freed? I don't know, but he'll definitely be free at the end of this. And we're going to take in Blaze Fielding. Let's have some fun. Now, man, I'm gonna reminisce. I was like, how do I tackle this video channel to play? Or do I save the reminiscing when we get closer to the end? Or should I just reminisce? I think I want to reminisce. Because I've been covering this game since it was released in soft launch. Like, I think the day after or the day on, I had a video up covering, and I've been covering the game since. And I intend to cover the game till the very end. And I'm hoping you guys can join me. It's been a fun ride. I've been through many teams. I remember right early on in the game doing my 5 top tips when the game launched, from just how to gain gold, how to get this, that, everything in between. And I think we should take Super Monkey Ball next. So let's just find those little champs. Where are we? We got II. We have Baby, Gon Gon, and Mimi. Mimi, underrated healer. Underrated healer. She is a badass campaign healer. But I went through so many teams. I don't remember when the Phantasy Star came out. I think this was still during soft launch. And, oh man, as soon as I got her, I was like, she is the one that I'm going to take till the end of the game. And that's exactly what I've done. From release till now, that's where we are. So I've been pretty happy with that. I was disappointed that the shield tiles got taken away from her, but she has stood by me every step of the way, not failed me, and she has, you know, done really well. So we're going to take the Phantasy Star set right now. We're going to take good old Ren, we're going to take Rolf, we're going to take Lassic, and we're going to take Alice. Oh, Willis. I'm going to use it later as well. This is fun. Oh, we got the April Fool's chests here as well, which is awesome. I was going to cover the April Fool's event, but I was stuck at the work at the time, so I decided to pass the time by playing that event. So I didn't get a chance to kind of showcase it, but it was very fun. I was very happy to see kind of like a continuation of the story from where we were to where we are this April. But I think the Crazy Taxi team was available for that. So we're going to take Axel, we're going to take in Beady Joe, we're going to take in Gus, and we're going to take in Gina. Now I was a big fan of Gina when she first came out. I was like spamming the living daylights out of the boosted mechanic, just hoping that we can, you know, get the best out of her. And she did well. She did very well. But then she kind of got stale for me. It was time to move on. And who did she get replaced with as a blue in Beyondering? I can't remember. But she didn't last very long. She just had to go. And she had a good run in my team. So there we go, getting some more shards here. So we are Jet Set Radio. Man, Beat was my #1 healer for a very long time. You guys that have followed my videos will know that. Don't really had much interest in Gum or DJ Professor K. When I was trying to get a rally team together, DJ Professor K was the guy to go with, but again, I was just trying to weigh up all my options. There's so many characters. This game did such a good job with its characters. We had a awesome selection of franchises. Yes, we had 3 Sonic sets, but I think the characters that were selected I was happy with. It was nice to see the trio of Hedgehogs, and I don't mean Sonic, Shadow and Amy, I mean Sonic, Shadow and Silver. we had some classics and some franchises that I had not really visited, like Jet Set Radio. I'd never played the game when I was younger. Made me download it off Steam, give it a go, and kind of appreciate the rich history of some of these franchises. Golden Axe, only played the first one, played all three after this. Phantasy Star, never ever played it, fell in with Alyss, and didn't even know who Alyss was. Alyss Landale, who is Alyss Landale? And I played through Phantasy Star 1. I think the first one I played was the SEGAAAAAA port, which is a really good port, by the way. We'll have to do a playthrough of that. And then I did a playthrough, or half playthrough, of the Generation version, which I covered on the channel, but due to how much content I was covering at the time, it had to be dropped. Would love to go back to it. A really good game. And I play Phantasy Star 4 as well. So, and then I'm waiting for Phantasy Star Online 2, man. I'm here in the UK waiting for it. US players, they've got it on Xbox. It's coming to PC very soon. Me in the UK, I'm just waiting. I'm like, oh man, I've got a PS4. I live in the UK. It's true. It's surely not coming to me, but it will. It will. I have faith. But let's go take Altered Beast. Now the Were Dragon, that was going to be my main green, man. I was sold on Were Dragon, and when I was doing those chess pulls, and got Were Dragon twice, such an awesome moment. So many awesome memories through the live streams that I've done over the ages. I will use that term. I think it's only fitting. And it's just I think I'm going to do, this is going to be like a longer video, just kind of like embracing the game, but I'm going to make some videos here and there, shorter videos, just to kind of really reminisce and have some fun. I'm definitely going to dedicate a video to maxing out Alyss. That's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to end up recording it straight after this video, or if I'm going to do some grinding first, but we'll just have to find out. But there we go, old B set. Absolutely smashed it. Secret Mission. These all have names? Oh no, just them ones do. It's a secret. Is that Secret Mission? The Secret Missions are Secret Missions. So who should we do next? I think we should go with... Let's go with the Shinobi set. How could we forget? How could we forget the Shinobs? So where is Hotsuma? Hotsuma was a main green for a while as well. Really OP during the arena. Still is, I think. And then we got Joe again. We all remember the Joe nerf when the 3 columns turned into one. Man. All these things are still on the top of the mind, because all the good, the bad, luckily, it's just so I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. So the word that I'm looking for is to describe the fact that you can remember it so well. So familiar, I guess, will probably be the word I'm going to go with. Any other words? Get your thesauruses out, let me know in the comment section below, but I'm going to go with so familiar when I think about these characters. So we're going to absolutely decimate this team. I don't even know if the enemy power is increasing as we travel through this kind of journey through dimensions here. But, man, can't go wrong, can you? Lassic, time for you to go. Come on, Lassic, that robot's gonna like regenerate in a minute. There we go, done and dusted. Never knew why Hibana decided to leap about 50 steps forward in their victory animation, but she did. And Alyss is very close to being upgraded here, which is awesome. So we're going to go over to this one here, which is going to give us some gold, some energy. So it'll give us a lot of energy, actually. That's gonna be very farmable. Experience. Oh man, there's just so much goodness. Oh man, oh my goodness. There's just so much here to kind of indulge yourself in. So we're going to carry on. I think I might not try and cover all of it in the video, because I don't want to kind of drone on you guys, do I? I don't want to bore you guys, but at the same time, I think it's the perfect kind of video to kind of just watch and be like, oh, I remember those days. I remember when the Choo Choo guys came. I mean, I snuck a Choo Choo because I knew of the characters beforehand. I snuck a Choo Choo character in the last Altered Beast video, and it was a little shadow next to the tree in the thumbnail. It's still there. If you go back to that last Altered Beast thumbnail, you'll see that one of the choo-choos is there. I think it was Chewy. He was ready to go, and I liked putting those. I was trusted so much with the content, but I just had to. I really hid things. Like, I really hid things, and to the point where I'm still here. Let's go Valkyria Chronicles. Selvaria, man, she came so close to becoming #1, but she couldn't quite knock Alice off the pedestal. So Green, where is Welkin? Welkin to your doom. And we have Largo, Mr. Tank himself. Now, I remember the Valkyria Chronicles set was the first time that I started doing the little teasers. I did the silhouettes of all the character portraits, just to kind of hype. I really wanted to hype the sets up, and Valkyria Chronicles was the idea I had, because I was looking at the intro screen, because obviously I did my research on Valkyria Chronicles. I've got Valkyria Chronicles 4 and or was it 1? I think it might have been the first one remastered, and the title screen had like the white mist around the border, and it had like the sparks going across the screen, and I was like, I'm going to take that, I'm going to take the intro theme, I'm going to mash them all together, and I'm going to have the silhouettes of the team so faint that you can't recognize them, bunch them together so you can't really tell what characters they are until you get closer to the actual characters, and it worked. It built the hype. It was really enjoyable, and then I took that kind of basis for the next couple of sets. It was then only that I think after the third Sonic set, and we're going into Virtual Fighter, I kind of wanted to flip it up a bit. I wanted to be a bit more authentic. I wanted to kind of really kind of have that flashback feel of like, oh man, or for people that have played the game, something very familiar. For someone that hadn't played the game, something new, and thinking, oh, this looks cool. So that's when I started doing the intros with like the mashup screens. I guess I kind of took it from when Super Smash Brothers, did their X whatever franchise. So I did the franchise X Sega Heroes, and that's how that all came about. The Virtual Fighter took ages to kind of animate and put together, but what team am I going for here? I think I'm going for Shenmue. Where is Ryo Hazuki? Really like saying that name for his character overview. And then Shenhua. I think what is Selvaria doing here? No, she can stay. But yeah, I had so much fun, man. Like, revisiting some franchises that are very special to me, and franchises that I've heard of but never got to play. Either I didn't have the software, the hardware. I've had the opportunity to go back to and really appreciate. I mean, like Valkyria Chronicles, I remember when that first came out, it was just like a distant kind of like, oh, there's this game that's fantasy based but takes place kind of like the Second World War, and then I kind of seen the combat and I was like, oh man, that looks a bit, what is it? It's a shooter, but you have to kind of be tactical about it. I was like, no way, Jose. But then as I've got older and maturer, I wanted to kind of like explore more games. I was like, you know what, we'll give it a second shot, and I did that, and it's one of my favorite kind of battle systems in an RPG ever. Like, it's so intense to kind of see your moves pay off, and that's what this game has given to me. Like, the opportunity to go back to franchises that I would have either never heard of or never played unless it was being introduced to me. Like, I think out of all of the sets that we have, the only games that I had played were Super Monkey Ball, Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. Never played Jet Set Radio. Valkyria Chronicles I'd never played. House of the Dead, I had played that. I played that on my Dreamcast. I believe I had House of the Dead 2 with some light guns back on the good old CRT TV. What else? Shenmue, never played because I was still at the, when that had come out, I was still into my platformers. I wasn't ready to invest myself in story-driven games whatsoever. Played it this past year. Played 1 and 2, even streamed 2. Platinum 1. I just need to getting close to Platinum 2, and loved it. Like, it's kind of opened the doors for a lot of things for me, and I'm very appreciative of the game. I'm very honoured. Is honoured the word I'm looking for? But I was very privileged to have the opportunity to be let in to this game the way I had been, to provide you with content and kind of be that kind of middleman between coming from the game to us players. I was just bringing the hype as often as I could, and I loved every minute of it. That's why I started off talking about it by saying this sucks. This really sucks, because the people I've met, the community that have been built, the relationships that have been made, the fun, the humor, the memories, it truly does suck. But we're gonna go over to a Yakuza, man. We're gonna what? Hell Heroes? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. What? Why can't I? Oh, now I can. Why wouldn't it let me before? That was pretty crazy. Yeah, I never. Yeah, just so many good things, and I'm sure you guys have, I'm hoping that you guys have drenched the comments with all the good times you had with this game. Please let me know. Let everybody know. Share your experiences, because we're going to be doing that for the next couple of weeks, going into that week of May 21st. And where are we at for time? 22 minutes we've been recording. According to this, it'd probably be around 20 minutes for you guys. So I think it's probably time to wrap up the video. I'm going to carry on with this event, have some fun, gather some materials, and get ready to record a video all about my girl Alice. So let's finish off this battle. I guess I wanted an excuse of a video to kind of, talk. I guess I did need a platform to talk, even though I said I didn't really want to go into too much detail until towards the close of the game. I think it was only natural to start that journey now. So let's just down these guys. We have got the Yakuza set, the latest and last set to come to Sega Heroes. Whether there was more to come, I can't. Well, I don't think I'm allowed to say, even if I did know. Do I know? Who knows? What are you on about? But anyway, okay. Carrying on. Let's get rid of Eggman. Yeah, I think we're going to carry on. I'm going to carry on off screen, kind of blitzing through this event, getting as much as I can, and getting ready to max out Alice, and I guess solidifying the team that I was aiming for. I think I can finally do that now. So thank you for joining me in this kind of multi-part series, but I'm not going to title it as that, but they're all going to kind of lead into one another, I guess, of Sega Heroes videos. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.